my big beautiful BBs, it's Meghan Tonjes. I hope that you're having a lovely Sunday. Today I want to talk a little bit about this trend of YouTubers exposing YouTube, or at least the world that YouTubers live in that apparently is completely fake. We all play these characters and none of us can be who we truly are, and you should know that everything we ever talk about, everything that we ever promote, everything that we ever do is staged. Now, as someone who has been on this platform for 11 years, I have some thoughts. I have some things, I have some words. I've seen a fair share of YouTubers who have kind of crafted these perfect lives and these characters that they play come out years and years later making videos saying all of it was a lie, all of it was fake, you shouldn't believe the things that you see. Now, yes, I do agree, you shouldn't believe everything that you see. You should be critical of the content that you watch and the media that you consume in any way that you consume it. YouTube is a much different place than it used to be, but very early on to YouTube, there were people who became aware that this was a platform wherein they could be anything they wanted to be. And eventually maybe they got some success and they became who they weren't, and now they want to get back to the good old days of YouTube. And I'm here to say that's kind of all bullshit. And I think while we're diving into this like really complex conversation about expectation and power and celebrity and fame and how this whole landscape is changing constantly, we also need to have some accountability. If you decided to play a character on YouTube, you decided to play a character on YouTube. If you decided to lie about the reality of your life, you decided to lie about the reality of your life. Anytime that you pretended to be something that you're not, pretended to like something that you didn't, pretended to be someone that you wish you could be, that's on you. I'm not discounting or not being empathetic to the pressures that come along with doing this or transitioning this into a career, but I've run out of fucks to give. I've run out of tears to shed for people who at this stage in the game, in the year of our Lord 2017, don't understand that you cannot maintain a lie forever. At some point, who you really are is gonna catch up with who you've been, and that's on you. For a lot of us, it feels like YouTube happened to us, right? That we kind of got swept up in this whole thing, and then you kind of lose a little bit of yourself, or you lose all of yourself, and then you're scrambling trying to figure out how to get back to what it was and who you were and the heart of why you did what you did. But you've made choices, you've made decisions along the way that have led you here. That, again, is on you. Doing something that you love as a job is incredible. Doing something that revolves around you as a person is awesome. Inviting people into a life that really isn't yours is a choice. People say fake it until you make it, and yeah, okay, fake it until you make it, but when you make it, who the fuck are you? What was the point of getting here if you're not actually living the truth that you're talking about? What is the point of everyone knowing who you are when you don't know who you are? And maybe that's a bit of the trade-off, right? You follow the trends, you do all of these challenges, you collaborate with people that you don't really like, but you know that they're huge on this site, and that's what gets you the numbers and it gets you the views. But does it make you actually like yourself? Does it make you actually make good content that you like watching? Stop emulating these people that you've seen become successful and then be shocked when you're just as miserable as they are when you're at the top. I have to be this brand friendly, positive, happy, loving, and it's like, oh, why don't you focus on being a person first? And then all of these other things that you want to be, maybe those things will actually come naturally. I can only speak for myself, right? So I like making the stuff I like making stuff every day because I don't want to waste a day. I want to make something every day that I enjoy watching, that I genuinely think is funny, that I genuinely think expresses who I am and my sense of humor and the things that I think and the things that I believe and the people that are in my life. And having the space to be able to take a break when I need it, to be able to say things that aren't easy, to be able to share things that aren't easy. It involves a lot of trust, it involves a lot of risk, it involves a lot of vulnerability, and it doesn't always make you the biggest person on this site. And also, I think it comes down to how you treat your audience and the expectations you have for your audience the same way they have expectations for you. I let you guys know right off the bat, I'm gonna fuck up. I started when I was 19, I'm 31, I've grown up in a lot of ways, I've shared a lot of those struggles, but I'm willing to share that as a trade-off for connection, as a trade-off for learning. Not always in the most beautiful, perfect, brand-friendly type way, but because I think that is the stuff that is sustainable. That is what makes people stay around. You can find someone that creates any kind of content and probably creates it better than the people that you currently are watching, but you follow them because of their personality, because of the connection you have. So the fact that so many of you are trying to force that and fake that, I'm just like, you cannot sustain that. Not without completely burning out, not without completely hating everything that you've created, because at the end of the day, you have created it. If the thing that you've created is something that you aren't, then you should be very clear about that separation. I take a little bit of personal offense when people get on this site and try to, like, after doing YouTube for 3 years, say it's all a lie. It's not all a lie. You chose to lie. You chose to be a lie. You chose to go down a road, and how you go down that road is dependent on you.